Hello everyone and welcome back to Alex Elliott Golf. This week's tip is all about how to play those shots where the ball is severely below your feet. Now, if you're someone that fades that golf ball dramatically, this shot will fill you with fear, because when the ball is below our feet, it's very hard to make solid contact and will generally lead to a big slice off to the right. So we're going to talk through 3 simple ways you can adjust your body, adjust your alignment, and hopefully hit the green with that ball below your feet. So characteristically of most players here, the shot will come up short and right due to not very good centered contact and due to not making any compensations for the slope. Now, how are we going to actually play that shot better? Well, for number one, this is 120 yards, so usually that would be a wedge for me, but we're going to go and hit a 9-iron here. So tip number one, let's get a longer club in our hand. Why have we got a long club in our hand? The reason is, due to it being below our feet, we talked about that dramatic loss of distance because the ball is going to fade. So we're compensating for that lack of distance by taking a longer club. So if this yardage was a 7-iron yardage for you normally, then we'd make it into a 6-iron yardage, and then 5-iron would be 4-iron, and so on. So you can see we're taking into compensation the ball's further away from us, and then also because the ball is going to be slicing and losing distance, that is why we're going to take a longer club. What's the second tip? How we're going to adjust ourselves and making sure that we're going to be aligned right to that target? Well, we talked about that ball finishing right of target. So I want you to adjust that alignment. Instead of aligning yourself directly at the flag, in this case, I'm going to align myself towards the left edge of the green because I'm anticipating that big fade off to the right. So my ball to target line is now going to be down to the left edge of the green, and then my feet will run parallel left to that. So I'm taking into account that big slice, and hopefully it'll fade and slice onto the green. So we'll take our ball to target line as the red alignment stick. That is going to be down towards the left edge of the green there now. So instead of pointing at the target, you can see that I'm going to be aiming left of target, and then my feet are going to run parallel left of that. So taking into consideration the slope, and I'm now aligned perfectly for a ball below my feet shot. The final and third tip of how we're going to play that shot when it's below our feet is, I want you to see a little bit more knee bend. So that's just going to lower us, it's just going to lower our hands as well, and just allow us to compensate for that slope. And as you've noticed, through all these tips, we're all making compensations for the slope. So we're not just taking our normal setup where we're going to encourage that large slice, we're going to adapt our body, adapt our setup in order to make a compensation for that big slice off to the right. So we're aiming left. I've got a little bit more knee bend than I usually would, just to make sure I can stay lower and stay into the shot and mirror that slope. And then from there, the key thing is here, a lot of people are so anxious to get to the bottom of the ball, and it's very hard to get to the bottom of the ball here, that they come out of posture very easily and out to the right. So mainly hyperextend because the slope is going to want to drag them down. So I want you to think here, this is kind of encompassing in whole of tip 3. I want you to feel like you stay in posture. So you a bit more knee bend and you stay in posture throughout impact. This is going to help you to control the club down the line and also stop that ball going off to the right as much, and also make a better guaranteed consistent strike. So let's just summarise. We've got a longer club, so I've got 9-iron here instead of my usual pitching wedge. I'm aligned left of target to compensate for that big move off to the right, and I've got a little bit more knee flex than I usually would. My thought here is, my swing thought is stay in posture. So now you know those 3 tips in order to play those shots when the ball is dramatically below your feet. Remember, the more it's below your feet, the shorter the ball will go, so the more club you'll have to take. So make those compensations and don't lose that ball short right. As always, thank you for watching this week's tip on Alex Elliott Golf. If you've not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and keep up to date with all the latest tips and so much more content to come. Thank you for watching.